Hey, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here. In today's video, we are going to DIY another laser cut wedding invitation for another style shoot. So to DIY this invitation, you will need the following: some tulle or ribbon, your tape or glue, 2 sheets of white cardstock. This will be for your invitation where the words are going to go. You are going to need 2 sheets of cardstock. 1 sheet is going to be your thick cover cardstock. This is 80 pounds. And then you have another sheet of thin cardstock. This is a text cardstock. The difference between text and cover is this one is thicker and this one is thin. So this one is more of a copy type paper, where this one is cardstock. This one is going to be used for the envelope liner, and we also use these for envelopes also. And this is the sand color from Cards and Pockets. And we are going to use, for our laser cut pocket, I have cypress cardstock. This is 80 pounds from Paper Source, and you will need 2 sheets of this. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So I just wanted to give you a quick rundown on this invitation, because this is going to be a trifold pocket invitation. So this here is actually your base, and it's going to actually fold open this way. This red line here, let me zoom in. This red line is your score mark, and I also have score marks on the flaps as well. So this would be your bottom pocket, and this one here, this is your side flap. Now when you go to cut your invitation, what you're going to have is, if you cut, it's going to automatically come on simple if you're using your silhouette. So you want to make sure you cut by line, because you have a black line and then you have the red line. So the red line is going to be your score line, and then the black line is going to be your cut line. So just make sure you change those into the type of material you're using to cut. Now I am selling this design here for $5. It comes with the pocket with the 2 flaps and the envelope liner here. So if you're interested, just go ahead and email me. My email is in the description, as you all have been doing, and then I will email the SVG file, which is the complete file. I'll email that back to you. The set is $5, and it's payable via Venmo or Cash App. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and get this cut with everything that's on the screen here. And my invitation is already actually printed. I printed this a few days ago. So this is the inside of the invitation. So I'm going to go ahead and get my SVG set up here, cut, and then I'll be back to go ahead and put it all together. All right, so I went ahead and cut my base cards and my pocket. So this is going to be my pocket here with my flaps here. This going to go here, and the other one goes here like this. And then I cut my belly band, or my envelope liner. And I found a piece of scratch paper from another invitation I did with this color that I cut. Wow, that's a loud motorcycle. So I went ahead and cut those also. Now let's go ahead and make our final cuts and construct the invitation. All right, so now that we are finished with our cuts, we are going to construct our invitation. So we are just going to start with our base here, and we're just going to fold it over like this, and this is the pocket flap. It has the score marks on it, so you just fold on the score marks, and then you can just glue that part down or tape it down. This, you can put it directly on the edge, but I'm going to show you with the side flap that cannot go on the edge. Okay, so we have a problem. So right here, I put the pocket on the inside like I normally do with this invitation, but this came right through the seam. The seam busted. This cardstock is a little flimsy. This cardstock came from Paper Source. I like Paper Source, but I don't think their cardstock is meant for I'm sorry, there's a motorcycle going by. Their cardstock really isn't meant for the die cutting machines, I don't believe, because this is not the first color I've actually had issues with. I had an issue with their eucalyptus color also, which is lighter green. It's 120 pound cardstock, and this is an 80, but I've had issues with both with my silhouette. I thought maybe with the other one it was my what is it, my blade, but it wasn't my blade. I changed the blade and still had the same issue, so I need to take this apart, and I want to try and save the pocket here, and then I'm going to need to grab another sheet of cardstock and do it again. So I don't recommend using Paper Source paper. That's really sucky too, because I love Paper Source and we have so many locations here in New York, but it's not worth it, especially not at I think these packs of paper were like maybe $3 a pack or something. You only get 10 in a pack, so it's just not worth it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, grab another sheet of paper, cut it, and figure something out. Okay, so what I had to do in this case was get another sheet of the green paper and just cut it down to 10 inches across by 7 inches long, and then I just folded it over, took my bone folder and just did a crease on it, and as you can see, it's fine now. It's perfect. Like I said, I don't think this paper is good for a Cameo. Like this cut is fine, but when it comes to something like this, I don't think it's good for something like this. Not the Paper Source paper. If you're going to you know, get this SVG file or any SVG file really, I don't think, you know, the Paper Source paper is good to use. It's very convenient, especially if you live like somewhere where they have a lot of locations, and you can't get to, or you can't, you know, wait for something to come in the mail. It's good for that, but in this case, you know, I don't think it's good enough for the Cameo or the Cricut. So what I'm going to do now is I just put some glue on my flap here, I'm going to put my flap onto my base card. Now you want to make sure that you leave a little gap between the fold here and the edge of your flap. You don't want it to be directly on it, because like the last card, it will bust when you fold it, especially with this paper. It's definitely going to bust through the paper. All right. Would not be using this paper, and like I said, I mean, their paper is good for, it's actually good for invitations. It's just not good for certain designs, or I think really anything with concerning a Cricut or a Cameo or any other die cutting machine. So I did put that together, and it folds over with no problem. But this paper is really, really flimsy. It's the 80-pound cover stock. So an 80-pound cover stock should be a little thicker. It shouldn't be that flimsy, but it is. So our invitation has been constructed. It is beautiful. The colors for this style shoot again were earth tones with pops of maroon. So I did kind of like a moss green or maybe an olive green, and I did the brown or sand background or backing card with pops of maroon. So I think it came out beautifully. I have a matching RSVP envelope. I'm just going to put my RSVP card in there and my details card behind it, and it just slides right into the pocket here. This paper is very flimsy. And then I have my invitation envelope for just a little bit more of a pop of the maroon with the sand colored liner. You just put that down in your envelope. All right, now we're just going to take the ribbon and just wrap it around the outside of our pocket here. And there we have our invitation. I was going to put the bow off to the center, but I think I kind of like it off to the side. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I think it's pretty either way. But that is it. That is our invitation. Very earth tony. Exactly what the photographer was looking for. I hope you like this video. If you do want to go ahead and purchase this file, SVG file, with the envelope liner, please email me. My email is in the description box below. And just don't buy the paper source paper for this. And be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. hit the notification bell for more videos, and thanks for watching. Have a blessed day.